Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in this afternoon. My name is Jesse Mayfield Sheehan. I am coming to you live from Barrelson Field on the campus of Milton Academy in Milton, Massachusetts. I'm here to give you coverage of today's Independent School League field hockey contest between visiting Phillips Exeter Academy and the Mustangs of Milton Academy. Milton Academy looking for their first win of the season here with their home opener. They suffered a 4-1 loss against Taft on Wednesday at the neutral location of Suffield. But now the Mustangs are home and ready to get this game underway. We're about 5 minutes away from the start of this contest according to the scoreboard. So we'll be able to get this going soon. So as we get ready for this game to start, unfortunately we weren't able to get a roster for the Phillips Exeter Big Red. But I've got a roster for the Mustangs, so let's go through the roster for your Milton Academy Mustangs of 2021. Going in numerical order, first we have a freshman midfielder from Waltham, Massachusetts, number 2, Julia Gooden. Next up, we have a senior midfielder and defender from Centerville, Massachusetts, number 3, Katie McNulty. After that, a senior defender from Boston, Massachusetts, number 4, Grace Panaris. Next up, a senior defender from Duxbury, Massachusetts, number 5, Zoe Garrett. A senior midi from Weymouth, Massachusetts, number 7, Lara Metri. A freshman forward from Dedham, Massachusetts, number 8, Jessie Ward. A senior midi from Sandwich, Massachusetts, number 9, Catherine Stutzman. A junior midi from Norwell, Massachusetts, number 10, McKenna Monahan. A junior forward from Jamaica Plain, Massachusetts, number 11, Elsa Lestage. A junior midi and defenseman from Dorchester, Massachusetts, number 12, Corey Miller. A junior defender from Newton, Massachusetts, number 13, Molly Isaac. A senior midi and defender from Hingham, Massachusetts, number 14, Caroline Baldwin. A junior forward and midi from Milton, Massachusetts, number 16, Isabella Mustafi. A senior defender also from Milton, Massachusetts, number 17, Zoe Hurd. A sophomore forward from Swampscott, Massachusetts, number 19, Tallulah Doringer. A senior forward from Brookline, Massachusetts, number 20, Lucy Laness. A junior defender from Westwood, Massachusetts, number 22, Sydney Iwaskow. A freshman forward from Hingham, Massachusetts, number 23, Ray Hanlon. A sophomore forward from Milton, Massachusetts, number 25, Christina Sweeney. A sophomore forward from Hingham, Massachusetts, number 27, Emily Baldwin. A freshman midi from Needham, Massachusetts, number 29, Claire Sheehan. A sophomore goalkeeper from Newton, Massachusetts, number 55, Riley Keblin. And finally, a sophomore goalkeeper from Brookline, Massachusetts, number 99, Sam Burke. That is the roster for your 2021 Milton Academy Mustangs field hockey team. Coaching the Mustangs are Brittany Carr, Amy Hickey, and Caitlin Barrison. This year's captains are Caroline Baldwin and Zoe Garrett. Team managers are Sophia Mack and Doan Tran. Less than a minute on that scoreboard clock as we get ready to get this one underway. Captains and coaches meeting at the center to get things started. Once again, I am Jesse Mayfield Sheehan, happy to bring you live coverage from here at Barrelson Field at Milton Academy in Milton, Massachusetts, of this contest, this Independent School League Field Hockey Contest between the Phillips Exeter Academy Big Red and the Milton Academy Mustangs. There is the buzzer for the pregame clock. So we'll be starting this contest in a matter of moments. They've just completed the opening coin toss. It looks like Milton Academy won it. So the two teams now huddling up on either side, getting ready to get this one started. Once again, unfortunately, we were not able to track down a roster for Phillips Exeter, so I'll simply be referring to players by their jersey numbers. If perchance anyone knows the names of any Phillips Exeter players and their jersey numbers, feel free to let me know in the live chat. And on the flip side, I do have the roster for Milton Academy, but if I'm saying anyone's name wrong, please feel free to correct me once again in the live chat. And now the starters for Milton Academy taking to the field. Looks like we've got number 27, Emily Baldwin, number 9, Catherine Stutzman, number 3, Katie McNulty, number 25, Christina Sweeney. Looks like our starting goalie for today will be number 55, Riley Keblin. We've got number 10, McKenna Monahan, number 23, Ray Hanlon. We've got number 5, Zoe Garrett, number 12, Corey Miller, number 14, Caroline Baldwin. And I think that's, and then number 17, Zoe Hurd. Milton Academy will be starting this off. They won the coin toss, elected to take the opening possession. That is number 25, Christina Sweeney, getting ready to start us in the center dot there. Opening whistle, and we're underway. Sweeney sends a retreating pass as Milton Academy gets ready to get set up. And pushing her way through, that is Monahan. Monahan passes it ahead. It's deflected and ultimately tracked down by Monahan herself. She keeps pushing it forward, but eventually runs into too much traffic, taken away, but then taken right back for a second by McNulty, but they're going to blow the whistle, so it's going to stay with Phillips Exeter. Errant pass is eventually chased down by number 13 on the far side. She's being pursued by Emily Baldwin, who knocks it out of bounds, and so Exeter resets. Couple passes and now taken away by McNulty, and she taps it over to Hanlon. Hanlon runs into traffic, has it taken away by number 4, but then cutting right in is Stutzman, but again, they blow the whistle. Number 4 for Exeter sends a pass through traffic. Now she tries to lift it, but it's taken away by Corey Miller, and it's pushed ahead. And now chasing after it is Sweeney, but it's taken by Exeter. Sweeney still providing pressure, and now it's intercepted by Emily Baldwin. Baldwin was looking for Sweeney, passed just a bit too hard, and that's going to go out of bounds. Aggressive pressure from the forwards and middies of Milton Academy. They're keeping it on the other side of the field very well early in this contest. As that pass is intercepted, that is Monahan. Quick pass over to Sweeney. Sweeney, good chance here, but can't quite get the backhand shot. Draws a whistle, though. And this might be a very good chance for Milton Academy. Looks like we're going to have our first penalty corner of the day. Inserting will be number 14, Caroline Baldwin. It looks no one's quite in the stopper position, so we'll see what kind of play they have drawn up here for our first corner. The insert from Baldwin. Pass back to Baldwin now. Back to Miller. Shot goes wide. Some back and forth passes between Caroline Baldwin and Corey Miller. Miller took the shot from a distance, but missed on the near side. Again, Exeter trying to clear. The pressure from Milton Academy has been relentless early on, and we see another whistle is blown. That time, I believe the pressure was coming from Stutzman. Another pass immediately deflected and taken away by Hanlon, but then another whistle, and it's passed ahead to Sweeney, but lost. Sweeney trying to keep in pursuit, deflects it over to Hanlon. Hanlon tries to take a swing, slightly whiffs, and we have another penalty corner. This time the whistle drawn by Christina Sweeney. Milton Academy winning the possession game early in this one, still trying to get on the scoreboard. They got another good chance here with another penalty corner. Once again, Caroline Baldwin lining up to insert. Inserts it over to Stutzman. She stops it herself. Drag flick. Deflected. It's near the net. Is it going to be pushed in? It's a scrum for it, and it's knocked away. A great effort there. A nice drag flick by Stutzman on that one. And a couple deflections gave it a really good chance. Hanlon was trying to poke it in at the end, but nothing doing. Good efforts by the Exeter goalkeeper, number 88. And now as Exeter continues their struggles in their clearing attempts, they lose that one out of bounds. So now Baldwin will be hitting it in from out of bounds. Slightly whiffs on that one, and it's taken away by Exeter. But Baldwin continuing to apply pressure. And now we got an illegal move, and McNulty's going to take it for Milton Academy. And now another whistle means Milton Academy will be able to keep going. It's rolled back to Monahan, but she gives it to Baldwin. Baldwin tries, and slight violation there. Not sure what happened, but we got the whistle from the official. So now Baldwin heaves it up in the air. A favorable bounce, and now a scrum around it. A shot. Oh, nice save by 88. They try and clear it out. Picked up by Hanlon. Hanlon's attempt draws a penalty corner. I think that bounced off of someone's body. Again, the good efforts there. A really good chance for number 27, Emily Baldwin, on that one. And the thing is, in any sport, you generate enough quality scoring chances, eventually, just by the law of statistics, something is going to go in. As we have now our third penalty corner for Milton Academy. The insert from Baldwin goes to Stutzman. Stutzman taps it over, and now trying to insert it, and well deflected away by the Exeter defense. Monahan was trying to do a pass inside the circle, but nothing doing. But she gets the interception there, passes it ahead, finds Sweeney. Sweeney draws a whistle. Tapped back, this is McNulty. McNulty sends a pass, it misses Monahan. Bad hop there, and it goes out of bounds. That's the tricky thing about field hockey is because you're scraping it so close to the ground, it takes these weird bounces sometimes. It can be hard to get the exact kind of clean hit that you would want. Exeter once again attempting the clear. Big swing, and it goes right to Caroline Baldwin. Baldwin taps looking for McNulty, but it's taken away by Exeter. Exeter tries to get it through, again deflected by Baldwin, and then taken by McNulty. Pass over to Monahan. Monahan tries to get through. Battle for the ball. It's won by Exeter. Another pass intercepted again by Baldwin and passed over to Monahan. Now ahead to Sweeney. She whiffs, but after a good deflection, it's deflected for a second by Emily Baldwin. Gets away from her and is chased after by Hanlon. And Hanlon draws a whistle. Now McNulty dribbling with it quick, passes into the circle. Sweeney loses control of it though, and it's cleared out of the circle by Exeter. Stutzman in pursuit on defense. The pass goes near midfield. Exeter is across midfield for the first time in this game. But good defense there by Zoe Hurd, immediately turns it back around. Again, Milton Academy dominating the possession game. Big swing from Hurd. It goes right to McNulty, whose pass is intercepted. Exeter takes it back, and they're trying to get it on the move. Good pursuit by Milton Academy again. And the pocket is picked by Stutzman. Couple of passes, and it bounces off the feet of Sweeney. That's going to be another turnover. Pass goes through midfield, but then taken by Caroline Baldwin. Baldwin tries to clear, and it's taken away. Big chance for Phillips Exeter. The shot, it misses wide. Near disaster for Milton Academy there. Turnover deep in their own end. But ultimately no room. Now Milton Academy on the clear. And Stutzman, good job taking it away. She's trying to force her way through, but it's taken away by Exeter. A pass over to number 4, and she loses control of it. Tapped away by Monahan, and then taken by McNulty for a second, but there's a whistle. Exeter's number 4. Controlling it. Trying to dribble around a defender. And nice save. First save of the day for Riley Keblin. Rebound picked up by Exeter. A centering pass is deflected away, but then picked up for a second by number 15, and that's going to go off the foot of Stutzman. And that is going to be a penalty corner for Phillips Exeter. So possession was completely dominated by Milton Academy for really about the first 7 minutes of this game, but now Phillips Exeter with a good chance as they get ready for their first penalty corner of the day. There's the insert, the stop, the swing, and deflected by Baldwin and kicked out by Keblin. Goes down to Miller. Miller hits it ahead. It's deflected down and then sent back towards the Milton Academy end. We got a whistle as it went off the body and now pushed ahead and intercepted. Exeter trying to work it back in, deflected away, and now taken by Garrett. Pushed ahead, and Sweeney tried to move it. And a couple deflections now taken by Monahan. The pass goes off the foot of Hanlon, and Exeter takes over. Whiffs slightly on that one, though, and it's hit away by Stutzman. Now back over into the Exeter end, as that hit is going to go off of Emily Baldwin's foot. A couple passes, and Exeter loses it out of bounds. Milton Academy working from out of bounds. Miller pushes it ahead. It's taken away by Exeter, but then sent back out of bounds. Both teams getting ready to bring in a substitution as we've got less than 5 minutes left here in the first period. And it looks like we will have a substitution for Milton Academy. Number 23, Ray Hanlon checks out, and checking in is number 8, Jesse Ward. Milton Academy trying to work with it. Big pass attempt is taken away by Exeter, but now Stutzman keeping in pursuit. She forces the ball away and taps it ahead. A couple passes, it gets away from Sweeney. Exeter now in control, trying to work on the clear. Sweeney was in pursuit, and the pass is intercepted. Long pass to Ward. She's got a good chance, but loses control of it. a nice through pass. I think that was Stutzman who sent that one in. And Jessie Ward almost had a prime chance there. It was just her and the goalie. But instead, Exeter now working on the clear. Big swing, goes across midfield, taken by Hurd. Sent back across midfield, but then intercepted by Exeter. Exeter now dribbling with it. Taken away by Caroline Baldwin, but still battling for it. And that one's going to be touched by the foot of Julia Gooden. But Gooden immediately off of the whistle takes it away. Ward battling for it as well. But they both lose it. Exeter takes it away. But then taken right back by Katie McNulty. Pass gets away from Stutzman, and that's going to go out of bounds. Exeter working out of the dead ball. Pass is lost and taken by Miller. She sends it ahead to Stutzman. Stutzman trying to dribble her way through, runs out of room, and it is lost out of bounds. Less than 3 minutes left here in the first. We are still scoreless. Milton Academy 0, Phillips Exeter 0. Long pass gets to Sweeney. Sweeney dribbling with it. Gets through one defender. Pass ahead for Emily Baldwin. Baldwin chasing after it. She's got it on the left side of the goal. Centering pass attempt. Ward's right near it. Kicked away by the goalie. Recovered by Ward. Passed back. Shot by Gooden. Turned away. Recovered by Baldwin. Baldwin the backhand towards the middle. It's a scrum around the net. Gooden goes for it and scores! Julia Gooden with the first goal of the game. Milton Academy takes the 1-0 lead. Our first goal from the freshman midi, number 2, Julia Gooden. The assist from the sophomore forward, number 27, Emily Baldwin. 2:15 on the clock here in the first, and Milton Academy is first on the board. So as they adjust the game clock precisely, a relentless attack by Milton Academy. It started with a good pass out of the back end. And I think it was, I'm not sure which one of the defenders it was that sent that initial pass through, unfortunately, but went way ahead to Christina Sweeney, who then battled through her defender very well. Sent a leading pass ahead for Baldwin, who then centered it. Turned into a bit of a scrum. Jessie Ward was in there battling for the ball, as was Gooden. It got kicked away by Exeter, and it seemed like the trouble might be over, but then it went right to the stick of Emily Baldwin, who hit a nice backhand back into the scrum right in front of the net, or right in front of the box, I should say. And then it was ultimately Julia Gooden who got the stick on it and got it right into the corner of the box. So 1-0 Milton Academy. Phillips Exeter now trying to get things going, but an errant pass is lost out of bounds in their own end. Emily Baldwin taps it in, or gives it to Stutzman. Stutzman passes to McNulty. Instant traffic, and it's taken away by Exeter. Exeter now trying to work it through. That's Garrett in defense. And forces a tough pass. It skips away from Stutzman. But now that pass is intercepted by Miller. Passed over to Stutzman. Stutzman sends it ahead. Battle for the ball won by Emily Baldwin. Baldwin passes to Sweeney. Sweeney now trying to battle her way through. Hits traffic. Has to turn around. No good pass outlets, and she turns the other way. Now she passes it back to Stutzman. Milton Academy trying to reset here. Pass back out to Miller. Miller sends it in to the circle. It's tapped back out. Taken by Stutzman. And we've got a whistle. Milton Academy getting right back to the relentless pressure. Long pass over to the near side. Ward defending, but it bounces off her foot. And it looks like they have sent Jesse Ward to the penalty box. I'm not sure what happened there, but first pass is intercepted by Gooden, but then it bounces off the foot of McNulty. Exeter again working on the clear. Number 13 takes it across midfield for Exeter. Manages to get through Miller, but Miller chases that ball down and turns it back around. Corey Miller sends it along. A nice snag for a second by Baldwin, but again, a whistle is blown. 20 seconds left here in the first period. Long insert attempt, taken by number 10. Deflected away by Miller and taken by Stutzman. Stutzman hits it off the foot of an Exeter player. 3, 2, 1, and that's the first period. We are through one here at Barrelson Field on the campus of Milton Academy in Milton, Massachusetts. Our score after one, Milton Academy 1, Phillips Exeter Academy 0. The lone goal of the period comes from the freshman midi from Waltham, Massachusetts, number 2, Julia Gooden, off the assist from the sophomore forward from Hingham, Massachusetts, number 27, Emily Baldwin. For the most part, Milton Academy was living in Exeter's end of the field that period. Only one save was needed from sophomore goalkeeper Riley Keblin. So a brief break here between periods. It's only a 2-minute break, so we'll just stay right here. Once again, I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, happy to bring you this live broadcast of this Independent School League field hockey contest between the Milton Academy Mustangs and the Phillips Exeter Academy Big Red. Just 15 seconds left on the between period clock. You might be able to see in the distance Milton Academy Soccer is also playing on a nearby field, as is Milton Academy Football on yet another field. The athletics teams are busy here on the campus of Milton Academy. I mean, that's just the way it is with the independent school leagues. They really only play on Wednesdays and Saturdays. So when all of your teams really play exclusively on 2 days of the week, you're going to end up with a lot of teams playing at the same time, and even a lot of teams playing home games at the same time, which is why it's good they got plenty of fields to accommodate plenty of teams. We are now just about ready to get the second period underway. On the field for Milton Academy, we have number 23, Ray Hanlon, number 27, Emily Baldwin, number 10, McKenna Monahan, number 2, Julia Gooden, number 9, Catherine Stutzman, number 14, Caroline Baldwin, number 3, Katie McNulty, I believe that's number 12, Corey Miller, number 17, Zoe Hurd, and the goalie, number 55, Riley Keblin. So Baldwin starting with it in the center for Milton Academy as we wait for the whistle to start off the second period. We're underway. The pass goes back to Gooden. She sends it over to the near side to Caroline Baldwin. Now a long pass back to Gooden. Gets away from her, but she chases it down and draws a whistle. Long pass ahead is deflected and taken away by Exeter's number 12. But her pass is deflected by Gooden, but then taken by a teammate. Pass over to 4. 4 works her way through Baldwin, through a couple of players, but hits just too much traffic. Draws a whistle. Quick pass out of the dead ball. And draws another whistle. This is number 15 for the Big Red. And with pressure from Emily Baldwin, it goes to Stutzman, but then a whistle against Stutzman, and it stays with Phillips Exeter. Dribbling along the circle, trying to force her way through. And we got a whistle, and this is going to be a penalty corner. Second penalty corner of the day for Phillips Exeter. They had 1 in the first period, while Milton Academy had 3 in the first period. No scores off the penalty corner so far. The insert. Pass, swing, almost redirected in. Keblin walling it off and gets it out of there. But they draw another whistle, and that's going to be a consecutive penalty corner. Caroline Baldwin and Riley Keblin were the last line of defense on that one, and they just barely managed to keep it out. Funnily enough, that redirect deflection might have actually kept it from going in, ironically, as it directed it closer to Keblin. There's the insert out to number 10. 10 golfs it and misses wide. So 2 penalty corner chances. And possession is going to stay with Exeter. Number 15 now dribbling with it. And has it poked away. Defensive efforts by Sweeney and Hanlon. Now Milton Academy working on the clear. This is Stutzman. Sends it rolling ahead. It's taken away by Exeter. And now they're trying to force the issue again. Nice pass into the circle, but taken away by McNulty. Passed out to Emily Baldwin, sent ahead to Sweeney. Sweeney couldn't get through that last defender, and Exeter takes it back. Would have been a big chance there for Emily Baldwin if she got through that last defender. Now Exeter again, trying to bring the pressure. Bouncing ball goes into the circle and into the box, but can't score from that far out. Keblin wisely lets that one just go into the box, and no score. Again, Milton Academy trying to make the clear happen. Stutzman dribbling into traffic, but they played through the whistle, so they have to reset, and the ball stays with Milton Academy. Stutzman out of the dead ball, passes it back to McNulty. McNulty a long pass to the near side to Caroline Baldwin. Baldwin sends it down the line, kept in bounds, nicely done by Monahan, and then taken away by Hanlon, gets it to Sweeney. Sweeney attempts a pass, but it's deflected away by number 17. Exeter trying to clear. Stutzman was in pursuit there. And then deflects that one out of bounds. About 10.5 minutes still left here in the second period. Score still Milton Academy 1, Phillips Exeter 0. Nice interception there by Christina Sweeney. She's now dribbling with it with plenty of space to work. Finally hits the defender, gets through her, into the circle, through another defender. Sweeney's taking it all by herself, but she whiffs! Oh, she slipped and fell and whiffed on her swing. She was on a breakaway there, getting through defenders beautifully. Almost had Milton Academy's second goal of the game. You know she wants that one back. Exeter now working on the clear. Hanlon, the first line of defense. Gooden comes in as backup and takes the ball away. Gooden's got 1 goal already. Attempts the centering pass, and it's taken away by Exeter. Good defense there by number 17. And the clear once again fails as Caroline Baldwin takes it away. Bounces off a player's foot. Stays with Milton Academy. Baldwin the pass, but a little too hasty. And so the violation on the dead ball hit gives it back to Exeter. That one is deflected by Baldwin, chased down by Hurd, but stays with Exeter. The attempted centering pass is intercepted for a second by Gooden, and she draws the whistle. But her pass is immediately intercepted, and now Exeter's trying to push it down the field. That's a wide open pass. Good chance here for Exeter, but the defense comes in at the last minute to deflect it away. Zoe Garrett and Caroline Baldwin at the last possible second. Now Exeter still trying to push it, centering pass, and that's in! Exeter ties it up. Milton Academy made a nice defensive effort after they gave up a bit of a breakaway, but then ultimately Phillips Exeter was able to stay with it. A nice pass right along the front of the box. I didn't quite see the number of who was there, but either way, that score knots this one up at 1 apiece. 8:51 left here in the second period. Milton Academy takes over. Sweeney sends it back to Gooden. Now over to Stutzman on the far side. Down the line to Emily Baldwin. Baldwin sends it off a player's foot. Stutzman working out of the dead ball, and another whistle. Looks like one of the Exeter players needed to go into the penalty box, I think. Stutzman will be working out of the dead ball here. Or no, they're going to give it to Corey Miller. Miller, long pass is immediately taken away and then sent out of bounds, but it was off of Miller's foot, so it'll stay with Exeter. Number 12 has her hit deflected, but maybe she hit it too high in the air. Not sure what happened there, but either way, now it goes to Milton Academy. Stutzman dribbling with it, sends a pass ahead, deflected and then taken by Baldwin. Emily Baldwin runs into a wall on defense, but it's taken by Stutzman. Stutzman's hit is deflected, but after the whistle, it stays with Milton Academy. Stutzman sends it back to Miller. Now back to Stutzman. Stutzman tries to center it. Sweeney chasing after it. Sweeney takes it, passes back out to Stutzman. Stutzman trying to stay with it, turns around, pass for Miller, taken away, but Miller staying with it, trying to take it back. And we've got a whistle. And it looks like that's going to give the ball to Exeter. Just over 7 minutes left in the second period. We are all squared. Milton Academy 1, Phillips Exeter 1. Pass out of the dead ball. Went to number 4, but it's immediately taken away by Miller. Miller loses the ball out of bounds. Exeter's first pass is immediately taken away and then sent over to Hanlon. Hanlon sends one down for Baldwin. Baldwin chasing after it, manages to track it down. She was dribbling it in the air for a second, sent it back out to Stutzman, lost control of it, trying to stay with it, and that player gets through both Stutzman and Miller, number 19. She sends it across midfield, but taken by Hurd. Hurd tries to send it back on the clear, but it's taken away again by 19. Again taken by Hurd. They're just playing catch at this point. And again taken back by 19. This time a pass goes to someone else. It goes to number 13, taking it along the far side. Loses it out of bounds, but they're going to say it went off of Miller, who was on defense there. Number 13 has the ball for Phillips Exeter, trying to fight her way through Stutzman, and can't do it. Stutzman takes it, sends it down the line, looking for Emily Baldwin, but it's taken away by Exeter. The insert Gets to 19. She's trying to fight through multiple defenders, and she draws the penalty corner. This will be penalty corner number 4 on the day for Phillips Exeter. They now outnumber Milton Academy 4-3. Milton Academy had 3 penalty corners in the first period, but they've had none here in the second. A big chance for the Big Red here. Score tied at 1, just over 5 minutes left before halftime. The insert goes to number 19. Pass over to 10. 10's got some space. Golfs it. Deflected away. Back to 10. Tries to insert it into traffic, and Keblin manages to kick it away. Ball was lost out of bounds, and so Exeter will again be taking it out of the dead ball. Number 15 dribbling with it. Trying to get through a couple defenders. Can't get through the second one. That is Sweeney. Sweeney dribbling with it. Can't get through that defender, but draws a whistle. Gooden tries a long pass. Intercepted. And now Exeter back on the attack. Number 19 again, but loses it to McNulty. But McNulty loses it to number 13. But number 13 loses it out of bounds. 4 minutes left in the second. 1-1 still the score. That pass is deflected out of the air and taken by 19. She's been everywhere this period. Number 19 dribbling with it. Trying to get through a couple defenders. They force their way into the circle, but it's cleared out by Corey Miller. A couple deflections, and now Gooden with it. And Gooden sends it down the far side. Stutzman manages to fight it away from a couple players. Baldwin sends a pass towards the middle, but intercepted. Now that pass gets away from the intended target, number 14. 14 sends a retreating pass back to 1. There's the whistle, and she loses it. This is number 11, Elsa Lestage. She sends it ahead to Sweeney. Sweeney gets around her defender. She's taking it along into the circle, taking it herself, right down to the corner, through the goalie's legs and in! Christina Sweeney. She slipped and fell on a breakaway earlier, but on that one she would not be denied. The beauty was in the simplicity on that one. She just went around one defender, kept dribbling, was really dribbling with just one hand on her stick, got into the circle. It seemed like she had a tight space, but she just sent it right through the goalie's legs. Now she takes away this one out of the center, but loses it to number 19. Score is 2-1 in favor of Milton Academy with less than 3 minutes left before halftime. Got a whistle there. And that one's taken away by McNulty. A couple of passes, goes to Stutzman on the far side. The pass skips away from Sweeney that time, but then chasing it back in and taking it is McKenna Monahan. Monahan sends it ahead. Wide open is Emily Baldwin. She's on a breakaway. Long drag flick, misses wide. That was a big chance for Milton Academy to try and blow this game open. Sweeney now checks out for Jesse Ward after delivering the go-ahead score. Exeter dribbling. They try a pass deflected by Monahan, but then recovered by Exeter's number 4. Number 4 trying to work it along the near side, but taken away by Monahan. Pass to Gooden, pass to Ward, deflected, and then taken by number 4. Now passed over to number 1. Number 1 has her pass deflected by Monahan and Ward, and then taken by Ward. Ward trying to fight her way through and can't do it. It's taken by number 1. Still scrumming forward is Ward, and she's still staying in pursuit of it, and now Exeter knocks it out of bounds. Good effort by Jessie Ward to get her team the ball on that one. And it'll be McKenna Monahan taking it off the dead ball. Attempted pass is taken away by number 1. She keeps it in bounds. It's deflected off of Caroline Baldwin and lost out of bounds. But it's going to go to Milton Academy. Baldwin's pass is deflected and intercepted. They're working along the near side again. Somehow finds space and gets around Baldwin. Number 4 dribbling with it still. McNulty trying to take it away, poking at it, and eventually gets it away from her. Now chasing after it, number 4 trying to stay with it. McKenna Monahan comes in to help and knocks it away and gets it over to Gooden. Julia Gooden is knocked down by number 19, and that's going to draw the whistle. Two to 1, Milton Academy leads, courtesy of goals from Julia Gooden and Christina Sweeney. Gooden with the big swing there into space. It's taken by Exeter. Dribbling with it, and it's knocked away by Lestage and then taken by Gooden, but Gooden's pass goes off the feet of Lestage. They stop the clock with 0.9 seconds left. Okay, a little bit of confusion on the horn there, but the official is saying put 9 seconds back on the clock. So 9 seconds left before the half. We'll see if Exeter can do anything with this long dead ball chance from midfield in 9 seconds. So a bit of clock confusion there at the end of the half, but that is the horn to end the half. We are through 2 periods here at Barrelson Field in Milton, Massachusetts. Your score at halftime, the Milton Academy Mustangs 2, the Phillips Exeter Academy Big Red 1. Phillips Exeter are able to apply a lot more pressure in that second period. They out-cornered Milton Academy 3-0 in the second period after the Mustangs out-cornered them 3-0 in the first. Goals for Milton Academy came from Julia Gooden in the first period, assisted by Emily Baldwin, and then the second goal in the second period from Christina Sweeney, unassisted. I am Jesse Mayfield Sheehan, live here on the campus of Milton Academy in Milton, Massachusetts. I'll be back with the second half after a brief break. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome back to Barrelson Field on the campus of Milton Academy in Milton, Massachusetts. As you can see from the scoreboard clock, we are a little less than a minute out from the start of the third period with the score Milton Academy 2, Phillips Exeter Academy 1. Goal scorers so far for the home team, Milton Academy Mustangs. In the first period, a goal was scored by freshman Julia Gooden, number 2, with an assist from sophomore Emily Baldwin, number 27. And then in the second period, a goal was scored by sophomore Christina Sweeney, number 25. She scored that one unassisted. Sweeney's goal, of course, came after Exeter scored the equalizer in the second period. Unfortunately, I do not have a roster for Phillips Exeter, so I cannot name the player who scored. And also, I didn't quite see the jersey number of who scored, as it were. The teams have switched sides, and we're about ready to get the third period underway. Phillips Exeter will be starting from the center with number 19. And we just await the opening whistle of the official. There it is. And here we go. Pass back to number 4. Now a pass over to the far side. And the next pass is deflected, but then recovered by number 4. 4 sends it into space, but it's chased down by the Mustangs' Caroline Baldwin. She tries to send it into space, a bit of a scrum for the ball. But ultimately, Exeter keeps with it. Number 4 sends it back into space and again chased down by Baldwin. Baldwin will again try and clear it, but this time has her pocket picked by number 15. Number 15 moves around, centering pass. Another attempted pass into the circle, but too much traffic and it's turned away and cleared out by Emily Baldwin. Number 12 tracks down, passed over to 23. 23 tries to send it along the near side, but intercepted and knocked away. Good defensive effort by Zoe Garrett. But after that whistle, number 13 takes it from the dead ball and quickly draws another whistle. It looks like this is going to be another penalty corner for Phillips Exeter. Milton Academy had 3 penalty corners in the first period, but have not had any since. Phillips Exeter had just 1 in the first period, but they've had 4 more since. They now outnumber Milton Academy on penalty corners. There's the insert, the stop, swing, deflected into the air, tapped back down, tracked down in space, dangerous chance, and it crosses the line. Not entirely sure who managed to knock that one in, but I think based on who players were hugging, I think that was number 4 who just scored the equalizer there for the Big Red. That is our first score out of a penalty corner so far today. 8 penalty corners between the two teams thus far, and only 1 has produced a goal. That was just a dangerous scrum in the circle. And while Milton Academy was fighting desperately to keep that ball from crossing the line, ultimately it did. And we are now knotted at 2 apiece. Phillips Exeter wastes no time getting on the board here in the third period. Score now, Milton Academy 2, Phillips Exeter Academy 2. Sweeney sends it back to Gooden. Gooden has it taken away by number 19. Number 19 dribbling with it, tries to send a through pass for number 23, but it's taken away by Caroline Baldwin. And then Exeter manages to draw another penalty corner. So this will be penalty corner number 6 for the Big Red. They just got a goal off of 1 to tie things up at 2. And now they're going to try and take the lead. This would be their first lead of the game. There's the insert, goes back to 19. 19 taps it over to 10. 10 takes a swing into space and gets away from everybody and out of bounds. Might have been looking for a deflection there, but just not a favorable bounce. Katie McNulty has her pass immediately intercepted, and Exeter immediately goes back on the attack. Centering pass, a shot goes wide. Phillips, Exeter shooting out like a cannon here to start the second half. Zoe Hurd takes a big swing, and it bounces off the stick of number 15, and she ultimately takes it. Pass, manages to get to number 13. Zoe Garrett applying the defense along the edge there, and finally manages to take it away and send it over to Catherine Stutzman. Stutzman draws the whistle as it bounces off the foot of number 15, and then draws another whistle there. Garrett working out of the dead ball. It goes past Gooden, but then we got a whistle. And it seems they sent number 19 off for a penalty, and they said she's going to be gone for 5 minutes. That is a tough player for Phillips Exeter to lose. As now Garrett sends a pass. It's almost taken away, but Stutzman manages to fight for it, keep it in bounds, send it through a defender. Great work on the transition by Catherine Stutzman, but eventually she runs out of luck, and it's taken away by 15. Pass over to 13. She sends it along the near side, but just loses it out of bounds. Now Garrett with it, and it's immediately taken away by 13. Her pass deflected by Garrett, but she recovers it and sends it ahead to 23. 23 gets through a defender into the circle. Gooden swoops in, takes the ball, trying to clear it out. Number 23 loses the stick. Ball is lost out of bounds, and they're going to say that went off of Exeter. McNulty sends a long swing ahead, finds Gooden. Gooden sends a pass to the near side over to Stutzman. Stutzman's pass is deflected off of the body of number 12. But I think they're going to say that was too high of a hit from Stutzman, and so it's going to go back to Exeter. That ball is deflected out of bounds by Emily Baldwin. And it looks like they're going to give the ball to Milton Academy. Stutzman works along the near side, passes into traffic. It's taken away by Exeter again, and they work through a couple defenders. Number 23 trying to pass it ahead, but it's taken away by Stutzman. 13 keeps up the pursuit, taps it ahead, taken by McNulty, passed into space, taken by Baldwin, gets through one defender, but loses track of the ball, and it's taken away by 17. In pursuit, trying to take it away is Ray Hanlon. She takes it away. Pass to Stutzman. Her deflection kind of misses, and it's deflected off the leg of number 12. Stutzman working fast. A backhanded pass ahead is intercepted by 17. Emily Baldwin trying to stay in pursuit, forces a pass to nowhere, and it's taken away by Stutzman. Pass to Baldwin, attempted centering hit. It's taken for a second by number 4, but a whistle? I think it's going to stay with Milton Academy here. As we got a substitution, Caroline Baldwin checks out in favor of Corey Miller. And it looks like Catherine Stutzman checks out, and seeing the field for the first time will be number 29, Claire Sheehan. Miller now trying to battle for it with number 13. Hits a bunch of traffic. Loses it there. Now Miller working out of the dead ball. Long high hit, goes all the way over to the far side, chased down by Hanlon. Hanlon sends it back to Monahan. Monahan sends it back to Hanlon in the corner. Hanlon manages to send it through to Gooden. Gooden, pass to good deflection, taken by Emily Baldwin. Oh, what a good chance, but turned away by the defender. Good effort by, I believe, number 12 on Exeter's side. Her stick was the only thing keeping Emily Baldwin from scoring the go-ahead goal. Great passing by Milton Academy to get that good chance there. And now after the whistle, they've drawn the penalty corner. Gooden getting ready to insert. She's got Miller nearby. And she taps it over to Miller. Miller takes it. Drag flick is deflected away by number 17. Ball is chased down by Monahan. Monahan attempts a centering pass, finds McNulty. McNulty dribbles through, shot, scores! Katie McNulty! Milton Academy is back on top. Katie McNulty, the senior midi from Centerville, Massachusetts, scores off the assist from McKenna Monahan, the junior midi from Norwell. 3-2 now the score in favor of the Mustangs. Exeter now working from the center, a couple passes. It's now with number 9 on the near side, being pressured by Sheehan. Manages to get a pass away. Sheehan continues her pursuit, forces a bit of an errant pass that goes into space. Somehow Exeter recovers it. That's number 19. 19's pass is taken away by Miller. Miller sends it through, finds Sweeney. Sweeney sends it ahead for Baldwin. Bit of a long pass. Baldwin has to chase after it. She manages to track it down along the near side. Dribbling with it now. Pass is deflected. Gooden couldn't quite get it under control. It's taken away by 12. Couple passes, and it goes off the foot of Monahan. 14 now dribbling with it. But it's taken away by Monahan. Good effort there. Pass into space. Battle for it, and the whistle gives the ball to Milton Academy. Gooden sends the pass, but it immediately goes out of bounds. We've got a good one here at Barrelson Field today. 3-2, the current score in favor of Milton Academy. That long pass is taken by Milton and passed ahead to Gooden. Gooden's pass is intercepted, and they start working on it again. Nice defense by Zoe Garrett, forces the turnover. Long pass over to Sweeney. Sweeney dribbling with it. Attempts a backhand, doesn't work. Recovers it. Now attempts the backhand. Finds Sheehan. Sheehan chases it down, but can't get through the traffic. Stays with it, though, and manages to draw a whistle as she hits it off the body of a defender. Little under 6 minutes left here in the third as the pass goes back to Corey Miller. Miller takes a big swing. It's deflected, but then chased down. Nice backhand centering hit by Christina Sweeney. And it looks like after that hit, she's going to draw a penalty corner. Second penalty corner of the period for Milton Academy. Both teams have had 5 penalty corners so far today. Gooden again working off the insert. This time she sends it over towards the center. It gets away from Sweeney, but recovered by McNulty. McNulty, a big swing, deflected into the air. And they're going to blow the whistle. Can't tell if this is going to be a regular dead ball, so not a corner. McNulty will take it from the center, just outside of the circle, dribbling with it. Pass deflected, but gets into the circle, and that clearing hit, I think, went off the hand of Sheehan. And so Exeter will take over on the clearing attempt. First hit goes high, bounces past a couple of people. That weird bounce allows it to get to number 19, but chased down well by Corey Miller as she battles for the ball, manages to get it away and into space, gets it to Gooden. Gooden sends a pass over to the near side to Baldwin. Emily Baldwin, attempted centering hit, goes off the hands of number 17, and that's going to stay with Milton Academy. Stutzman now dribbling with it, hits traffic, tries to force her way through, draws another whistle. Stutzman a pass over to, I believe, Monahan. Monahan dribbling with it against some pressure. She gets it away, and it's tracked down by Miller, but Miller's pass, a little too much mustard on that one, and it goes out of bounds. Under 4 minutes left here in the third period. Milton Academy has come alive again. And now Sweeney checks out in favor of number 16, Isabella Mustafi, seeing the field for the first time today. Number 17 sends a long pass over to the far side to, I believe, number 1. Dribbling with it, sends one along the line and out of bounds. Caroline Baldwin will work out of the dead ball. Scoops one into the air. It's knocked down by number 15. And they're going to give the ball to Exeter. Pass ahead to 19. 19 sends a long pass over to 23. 23 being pursued by McNulty. Baldwin coming over to help. Managed to get a pass through. Inside, taken away by Hurd. Nice clear by Zoe Hurd. Taken for a second by Exeter's number 1, but then knocked away by Monahan. Being chased down by Mustafi. Number 14 takes it away. Centering hit over to number 1. That is Ward in pursuit, along with Stutzman. And Stutzman manages to draw the whistle. McNulty takes it out of the dead ball, flicks it ahead. Being chased down by Jesse Ward. Ward hits it over to Mustafi. Mustafi hits a wall, and that's number 17. She's made a number of good defensive efforts today. Pass to number 1, who has it taken away. Still battling for it, still scrumming for it, and we got a whistle. Looks like Milton Academy will have this one. That's Monahan working out of the dead ball. Monahan retreats in her dribble. Defender comes, attempted centering pass, no lane there. But then it goes off the foot of 19. Stutzman rushed things a bit too much there and drew a whistle. Minute and a half left here in the third period. Milton Academy 3, Phillips Exeter Academy 2. Pass along the near sideline. Intercepted by Caroline Baldwin. Baldwin trying to dribble her way through. Finds an edge, working around the corner. Baldwin still pushing it, and it's knocked out of bounds. And I think Milton Academy will take it out of the dead ball. Caroline Baldwin, usually a defender, good effort there to give her team a bit of a chance, but McNulty has her pocket picked by number 19. 19 has it taken away by Baldwin. Caroline Baldwin, a nice couple of plays back-to-back. Passes it over to Monahan. Pass ahead for Jesse Ward. Gets away from her. Out of bounds. And they're going to say it went off Milton Academy. About 30 seconds left here in the period. Exeter not trying to rush things. Pass goes ahead to 19, but goes off her foot. McNulty tries an inserting pass, and it gets taken away. I believe that's number 1. And McNulty trying to take it right back and draws a whistle. And she quickly goes to work, dribbling out of the dead ball. Pass is deflected, and that's going to be a penalty corner. But I don't think they're going to be able to get it off. The clock is still running, because there's the end of the third period. So it looks like we're going to be able to play out this last penalty corner. I'm not sure what the rules are here, when exactly the clock would start running on something like this. Caroline Baldwin ready on the insert. Sends it towards the center, and it skips away from Stutzman, and they immediately blow the whistle on the period. So a botched penalty corner to end things, but we've got a wild one going here at Barrelson Field in Milton, Massachusetts. The score after 3, Milton Academy 3, Phillips Exeter Academy 2. Goals for Milton Academy thus far. They had one in the first period from Julia Gooden off the assist from Emily Baldwin. They had one in the second from Christina Sweeney unassisted. And then they had one in the third period from Katie McNulty, assisted by McKenna Monahan. And it's been trading blows back and forth. Milton Academy scored the only goal of the first period, but since then, both teams have scored one apiece in each of the subsequent periods. If I'm not mistaken, the tally on penalty corners thus far is 6-5 in favor of Milton. The Mustangs had 3 in the first period, 0 in the second, and then I believe 3 in the third. Meanwhile, Exeter had 1 penalty corner in the first period, 3 in the second, and then 1 more in the third. About 5 seconds left before the horn, and then we will have the 4th and final period of regulation. It's an exciting one here, folks. Will the Milton Academy Mustangs hold on to their lead, or will the Phillips Exeter Academy Big Red manage another comeback? Because it really has been back and forth. It's been 1-0 Milton Academy, 1-1, 2-1 Milton Academy, 2-2, and now our present score, 3-2 Milton Academy. Neither team thus far has scored 2 unanswered goals. Every single score has been answered with another. Coming out for Milton Academy, we have number 27, Emily Baldwin, number 25, Christina Sweeney, number 23, Ray Hanlon, number 10, McKenna Monahan, number 2, Julia Gooden, number 9, Catherine Stutzman, number 5, Zoe Garrett, number 3, Katie McNulty, number 14, Caroline Baldwin, number 17, Zoe Hurd, and the goalie, number 55, Riley Keblin. Phillips Exeter will take the ball. Number 19 sends a retreating pass to number 1. Pass back to 19. 19 has been trouble for Milton Academy in the transition game as she tries to work her way through multiple defenders, but it bounces off her foot. Good defensive efforts by Stutzman and Gooden. Stutzman passes it back to Garrett, who tries a pass. It's intercepted by 13. 13 working along the near sideline against Garrett. Spins around. Nice move. Tries a pass into the circle. Favorable deflection. Big chance for Exeter as they keep it in the circle, but it's cleared away. Good defensive effort at the last line by Milton Academy. Big efforts, I believe, from Keblin and Caroline Baldwin. Exeter trying to dribble back in. Pass goes to number 1. Gooden tries to take it away, but draws a whistle. Stays with Exeter. Number 1 dribbling with it. Sends a pass into the circle, and it's pushed away. Nice clear out of the circle by Zoe Garrett. Stutzman sends it along the near side. Emily Baldwin trying to fight her way through multiple defenders. Manages to get it off a player's foot, and it stays with Milton Academy. Stutzman out of the dead ball. She golfs it off a player's stick, and that's too high. That's going to go back to Exeter. Number 1 sends a pass, deflects off Stutzman's stick, but taken by number 13. Number 13 again dribbling against Garrett, tries a centering hit, taken by Hurd. Zoe Hurd has been such a strong anchor defensively. She passes it ahead. It's sent from Baldwin now to Hanlon. Hanlon trying to fight her way through number 15. Draws a whistle. And now Monahan, coming out of the dead ball, passes over to Stutzman. Stutzman, it deflects off her foot, and it's going to go back to Exeter. Number 4 dribbling with it. I think she's got 1 goal already today, but has her pocket picked there by Stutzman. Stutzman sends a long hit, goes off the stick of 17. Sweeney in pursuit. She tries to clear it out. Sweeney chasing after it, takes a big backhand swing, and that one just did not work. Number 17, a pass ahead for 4. Gooden trying to knock it away. 4 trying to stay with it. Hanlon comes over to assist. Gooden still in pursuit. 4 somehow keeping control of this ball, and eventually she sends a pass in retreat. But now it's Elsa Lestage trying to apply the pressure against Exeter's number 12. The ball is lost out of bounds, and it's going to go to Milton Academy. So good effort by Elsa Lestage. Stutzman will be taking it out of bounds. Dribbling with it, passes it back to Garrett. Garrett sends it back to Stutzman. Stutzman tries to send it in, into traffic. Battle for the ball, bit trapped. Gooden comes away with it, but then has it poked away. Chases it down, sends a pass, aiming for Sweeney. Sweeney trying to chase after it after she lost it, but it's knocked away. And now we've got a whistle that's going to take it to Exeter. Number 17 trying to dribble with it. Sweeney was applying the pressure, but that's a whistle against Milton. First hit out of the dead ball, intercepted by Stutzman. Stutzman trying to fight her way through. Can't do it. Loose ball taken by Sweeney. Tapped over to Stutzman. Stutzman, the big swing, misses wide. Looks like out of the dead ball, this is going to be Julia Gooden. Brings it back to the appropriate spot. Gooden now dribbling with it, looking around, passes back to McNulty. McNulty, long inserting pass, is eventually deflected by a defender, and Lestage was in pursuit, but it went off her foot. Exeter working on the clear. Pass over to the far side. Sent ahead, number 14, attempted pass, deflected by Caroline Baldwin. Less than 10 minutes left. Milton Academy still leads Phillips Exeter 3-2. Big swing there, and it's deflected out of bounds by Monahan. Exeter trying to work their way down the field towards a potential equalizer. Number 15 tries to fight her way through, but taken away by the Milton Academy defense. Sweeney was dribbling with it. Her pass is intercepted by number 4. She tries to fight her way through several defenders. Stutzman applies the pressure and draws the whistle. Stutzman now dribbling with it. Fakes out number 13, tries to fight her way through, hits too much traffic that time, and it's taken away. Number 13 sends it along the near side, finds 23. 23 has her pass deflected out of bounds by Zoe Hurd. Number 13, again trying to dribble through. It deflects off the face mask of Stutzman and out of bounds. Number 13, pass. It's hit into the air, but chased down by 19. Now operating against Hurd, gets around Hurd. Pass over for number 4. And it looks like Exeter has drawn a penalty corner. I said it before, number 19 for Phillips Exeter has been a matchup nightmare for a lot of Milton defenders. Whenever they try and take her one-on-one, she applies some fancy move and just gets around them. And now Exeter has drawn the first penalty corner of the 4th period. Big chance for them here as they try and tie the game for the third time today. The insert goes to 19, tapped over to 10. 10 looking for some space. Backhand into the scrum, and it's knocked away, but knocked back in, and then missed wide and out of bounds. Good chance for Exeter, but just couldn't apply the finishing touches. McNulty sends a pass over to Caroline Baldwin, almost loses it out of bounds. Baldwin sends a pass, deflected by 19. Battle for it. Number 4 hits it away. Gooden tried to take it, but number 4 takes it right back. Dribbling, shot, missed wide. Milton Academy will have another attempt at a clear here. McNulty this time sends it down the middle, finds Sweeney. Sweeney makes her way through traffic, gets it ahead to Baldwin. Baldwin dribbling with it. She loses control, but it bounces off the body of an Exeter player, and so Milton Academy will stay with it. Corey Miller operating out of the dead ball. Long pass deflected, goes off the body of Sheehan, and so that's going to send the ball back to Exeter. Exeter immediately intercepted by Sheehan. Pass ahead to Sweeney. Sweeney trying to weave her way through. Sends a pass while falling down, but that just draws the whistle. So Milton Academy again operating out of the dead ball, this time just outside of the circle. 6.5 minutes left. A goal here for Milton Academy would be huge. Miller dribbling with it, looking for an outlet. Number 4 in pursuit. And we got another whistle against Exeter. Miller passes it along. Now an insert from Stutzman. Deflected, finds Sweeney. Sweeney attempted shot, turned away. But now another whistle, and this is going to be a penalty corner for Milton Academy. The Mustangs' 7th penalty corner of the day, first of the 4th period. About 5:45 left here in regulation. Milton Academy 3, Phillips Exeter 2. Caroline Baldwin on the insert, sends it over to Miller. Miller dribbles, swings, deflected, save by the goalkeeper. Kicked away, chased down by Miller. Miller trying to make things happen again. Ball is lost out of bounds. So the Mustangs will operate out of the dead ball. Miller passes over to Sweeney. Back to Miller. Miller tries an insert, too much traffic, and it's taken away by number 4. Miller tried to defend, but it bounced off her body. And so now number 4 dribbling with it. Gets around Miller, gets past Sheehan. McNulty takes it for a second. An in-play substitution for Milton Academy as number 4 dribbles it off of McNulty's foot, and it stays with them. Deflected by Sweeney, but Exeter still staying with it. We got another whistle against Milton. And now number 19 is going to be dribbling with it. Stutzman trying to take it away. And that's actually number 10, not number 19. As she takes a big cut at it. It goes ahead. It's tracked down by 23. But then taken away by Gooden. Nice defensive effort there. A pass attempted for Emily Baldwin is intercepted by 12. And then passed to the center. Back out to 12. 12's attempted hit. Deflects off the feet of Baldwin, but no whistle. And now the late whistle. 4 minutes left in regulation. Milton Academy still leads by 1. Number 12 for Exeter, operating out of the dead ball. Tries to send a pass ahead, manages to get to her target, number 19. She tries some fancy moves to get around several defenders. And after the ball is knocked into the air, she chases it down and is still forcing her way in and draws a penalty corner. Number 19, again, just so hard for them to cover. You really need multiple defenders to effectively shut her down. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left in the period, and the clock is running. We're here in the 4th period, the final of regulation. Milton Academy clinging to a slim 3-2 lead over Phillips Exeter Academy. Both teams trying to claim their first win of the season. Here's the insert. Goes back to 10. And immediately in comes McNulty, but it's deflected over to 4. 4 draws another penalty corner. So an aggressive defensive effort by Katie McNulty prevents them from getting any shots off. But they're able to reset for another penalty corner. The insert gets to 10. 10 whiffs on it, and it's taken away by McNulty. Big defensive play there by Katie McNulty as she draws the whistle. Passes it ahead. She finds number 19, Tallulah Doringer. Quick pass ahead into space. It's being chased after by Sweeney. Collides with number 12, and she manages to get the ball. Taps it over, finds a teammate. Now tapped over to Stutzman. Stutzman chasing after the loose ball in space. Tries to turn around, kind of whiffs on it. But the whistle gives the ball to the Mustangs, and I think they're going to have a penalty corner. And that's big because with the amount of time that this takes to set up, that clock's going to run down because the clock is still running, and we are at 1:50 left here in regulation. Caroline Baldwin setting up for the insert. Goes all the way back. Stopped by Stutzman, but not well enough. This is why on those penalty corners, that's why the stopper position is something that a lot of field hockey teams use on penalty corners because they take such weird hops, and you need someone who can get that ball down cleanly. Attempted clear is taken away. Good effort by Milton Academy. Sweeney dribbling with it, sends it into the circle. Baldwin trying to make it happen, but just whiffed on it. Sweeney still battling for the ball, but it eventually gets to number 4. She's dribbling against Gooden. Backhands it out of bounds, and Milton Academy will stay with it. Just 1 minute left here in this game. Milton Academy trying to hold on and claim their first win of the season. 3-2 the score. Long pass gets away from them, and it's out of bounds. Phillips Exeter trying to move fast. About 35 seconds left. Another long pass, a long clear attempt, gets to number 14, tries to send it ahead, taken by Caroline Baldwin. That might have been their last best chance. It gets to Stutzman. Stutzman sends a long pass ahead, and Baldwin tried to chase after it. It's lost out of bounds. Less than 20 seconds left, and Exeter has to go the length of the field. They are running out of time. 10 seconds left. That pass is deflected by Stutzman, and we got a whistle, but they've got to move. 3 seconds left. They're not going to have time. Milton Academy is going to win this game. The Milton Academy Mustangs claim their first win of the season. The final score, Mustangs 3, the Phillips Exeter Academy Big Red 2. A wild back and forth contest this one was. In the first period, Milton Academy took a 1-0 lead off a goal from freshman midi Julia Gooden, assisted by sophomore forward Emily Baldwin. In the second period, Exeter managed to tie it up at 1 apiece, but then later in the period, again, Milton Academy answered back, this time on an unassisted score by number 25, the sophomore forward Christina Sweeney. In the third period, Exeter quickly scored again to tie things up at 2 apiece, but then Milton Academy was once again able to answer back, this time with what turned out to be the game-winning score. This one scored by the senior midi and defender, Katie McNulty. The assist on that last goal came from the junior midi, McKenna Monahan. So goals from Gooden, Sweeney, and McNulty, assists from Baldwin and Monahan. Milton Academy improves to a 1-1 record on the season thus far, while Phillips Exeter falls to 0-1. The Mustangs field hockey team will be back in action again next Saturday with a road contest at Lawrence Academy. That game is set to start at noon. Phillips Exeter, meanwhile, their next game is actually slated for the 22nd, so next Wednesday. And that'll be another road game for them against Middlesex School at 3:15 p.m. So the final score, the Milton Academy Mustangs 3, the Phillips Exeter Academy Big Red 2. I am Jesse Mayfield Sheehan from Barrelson Field on the campus of Milton Academy in Milton, Massachusetts. Thank you all for listening, and have a great rest of your weekend.